Yes, sir.
That
How's
might be
everybody doing
better.
today?
Dude, I still see it being a little choppy on your photo.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if that's gonna transfer. Wonder if I can watch this. Wonder if I could put it on here so I could see it.
Maybe, yeah.
Looks like I can't. So, and I don't have
Uh-huh.
another phone. I don't have a phone to check.
Oh, what about
So,
on your laptop?
yeah, I can't open it up right here yet. So, let's see if I can find it here. Maybe I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Trial and error.
Yeah, dude, this is like the first time, so what is going on? Let's go exit clean out of this sucker. Home and back in. I don't know if it's gonna work, man. But at least we got it figured out. We just got to figure out why your phone's being slow. Now you're moving. Right then
Oh,
when you were leaning forward, it was fine.
oh, right here?
Well, no, just like now that
Oh,
you're moving around, I can see it's starting to work
oh,
better.
okay.
So
Yeah,
that's weird. Yeah,
maybe.
dude. All right. You're back to
All right.
live now. Okay.
Yeah, we are live
Yeah, we are.
for
I
a
just
minute and a
wanted to
half
see if I
now.
could
Two
spot it.
minutes.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody's gonna be popping in. So if anything, let's see.
Delete this and we'll do another one and then send
Why?
me the link and then I can email everybody on my phone the link and then
Oh,
get on there.
so I don't even know what the link for this is, dude. Like, there was only the
Yeah.
only link I could send was, I mean, if they're subscribed, they can just pop right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
see what I mean?
Yeah, there's two people on here now. Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing?
Hi,
Oh, hey,
hello.
here we go.
We got a couple people. How are you guys? We're doing pretty good. I just got off work and stuff. It was a long day, so I called my friend Anthony up, decided to talk some football with him. He's a
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills fan.
Hey,
You
hey.
doing good? Awesome. Salted fishing. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What do you go
Well,
fishing for?
yeah.
I like fishing, man. It's
Mhm.
been a long day at work, so fishing sounds good. Oh, shoot, a Chiefs fan. Yeah, buddy. He's a Bills fan, so
Yep, go Buffalo,
uh,
baby.
what do so you don't care for the Chiefs? Hello, Hunter. Hello, Sandra. You like you like the big
That's the
bass?
Buffalo, right? That's a Buffalo with a football, and it has the Bills logo and the American flag. So that's it's pretty neat. Oh well, we got like 19 people here. Look at that. That's awesome. So let's talk about your
If you
head
want to
coach.
watch football, it's the playoffs
Mhm.
this weekend, and there's going to
Yeah.
be some fun games on. Right now is the time of year where all the best American NFL football players are playing the other best ones, and so this is absolutely the funnest part of the NFL. It's uh, it's the playoffs, baby. It's
Yeah.
gonna get so exciting and fun. Both of our teams have to play, just not each other.
Yes. Andy Reid he only has two. He's one away from getting 300 career victories as a head coach.
Yeah, Andy Reid is the Kansas City Chiefs head coach. In case you didn't know, Min
Mhm.
Sung. Did I say that right? I hope I did. But that's my head coach, and he's talking about his winning percentage, and the guy is phenomenal, and especially in the playoffs, he just always wins. He's like a chess master, but he uses human chess pieces. It's pretty neat. It really is pretty neat. Check out the Chiefs. You might enjoy it. Let's go Chiefs, Sandra. All right.
Right on, Jaden. Awesome. Good job, Jaden. Liked
Jaden.
and
Like
sub.
and
That's
sub.
awesome.
Jaden Armstrong. That's a cool name. Nice. Go
The Los
Rams.
Angeles
Okay.
Rams, they're
There's some
playing.
talent over there.
Yeah, they're playing
Dude,
the Philadelphia
their
Eagles this
defense.
weekend.
Yeah, last weekend their defense just was
Mm.
on point, baby. They were looking good. I like defense. I like seeing a good linebacker smash a receiver and just go put him on his butt, not kill him, but just knock him right to that ground. I love seeing that stuff. Julian likes Dallas. Cool, Julian.
Do you
Nice,
think
man.
Deion
So
Sanders will be the next head coach of the
that's
Cowboys?
that's what I was gonna ask because Neon Dion wants to be a coach and he wants his kid to quarterback somewhere. That could change Dallas right around.
That's cool, man.
Thanks,
Right
thanks,
on.
Jaden. Thanks, Jaden. I like that, man. Y'all are awesome and chill, and
Yes, I
genuine.
hope the Buffalo Bills do beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Bro, we hang out and just chill out. I don't care that he's a fan from another team. That's my bro. We've been friends for a while,
Yes.
so I get off work and I give him a holler, and we've had really good conversations. So we thought we'd start sharing a few of them, and I'm glad you get to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's awesome,
Rams
man.
are LA Chiefs are Kansas. Yes, yes. There's a few teams out there in LA. You got the Chargers out there too. Got the Rams, and then all of the other sports. LA has tons of sports. I feel kind of bad that everything's burning down out there, man.
Yeah, it's a
I hope
bummer
those
deal what's
people
going
are
on.
okay. Hopefully the people got out. To heck with their stuff. Just get out. Save your life, save your kids, save your puppy dogs and your kitty cats and stuff. Your goldfish.
Okay.
High school football,
Where are you
nice.
from? Where are you from, Min Sung Stay?
High school football was fun for me. I got planted a few times pretty hard. I got hit
Yeah,
one
good
time.
luck to you, man.
I was when I was in high school. I was running out for a pass because I was an end. So I ran out and I turned left and I catch the ball. And right when I turn around, this guy's body leveled out as he was flying at me, and he hit me like a rocket. Just folded me in half. That was when I sat up. I was looking out the ear hole of my helmet. That guy put me on my buns. Wish me
Oh,
luck
you're
playing
from
the Eagles.
Georgia,
I
huh?
gotta tell you, dude, that's a salted fishing. That's a scary team. That Eagles team. They could at any moment just. I mean, and they've got so much talent over there, and they're seasoned, and they're tough. When they get rolling, it's hard to even keep up with them, let alone stop them, man. Good luck. Good luck. That's gonna be a fantastic game. I like Matthew Stafford. He's a pretty good
Matthew Stafford
quarterback.
is a good quarterback. He really is. And
Yeah.
those Los Angeles Rams, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull an upset this weekend.
In Georgia, nice. Georgia. I always thought
It-
that Georgia was like the prettiest name that you could put on a country or a state. That's I don't know why. I just always thought that was neat. It just rolls off the tongue nicely.
All
Cool,
right,
cool.
Jaden, it's good to see you. You have a good one, and thank you so much.
We'll see you again, maybe, Jaden. Cool, man. See you around, buddy. Anthony, I wanted to talk about your team having to play just about one of the scariest teams I've ever seen, the Baltimore Ravens. So your Bills have to go to the Ravens and play.
Yes, they do.
What are you thinking
No, the
about
Buffalo
that,
Bills.
dude?
The Buffalo Bills are actually they're coming to Orchard Park in Buffalo.
Oh, that's right. You
That's
do
right.
have second
Baltimore is
seed,
coming,
huh? That's
but
right.
yeah, because Buffalo's the 2 seed, and
Okay.
Baltimore is coming to Orchard Park, New York, to play the Buffalo Bills,
That
and
is
it's
a
supposed to be
juggernaut
7
of a team,
degrees.
bro.
Can y'all give me a help on what the quarterback does?
What the quarterback does is look pretty for everybody while he's out there trying to throw a ball. I don't know. Honestly, if you don't know at all about it, I'll tell you the quarterback is the guy that stands right behind all the giant dudes, gets the ball, and either hands it off to a running back or he throws it way down the field to one of those fast guys that catches the ball good. There you go.
Right on, Jamie or Jaden. Right on, Jaden. That's cool.
Cool, man. Yeah. Yeah, subscribe because we do this. We try to do this every week on this day, but then anytime there's football games on, we will put on the football game and talk about it to each other, you know. And so sometimes I go to his house, sometimes he comes to my house and stuff, and we just hang out and watch football. It's kind of what dudes do, I guess, when they like football this much.
Right.
So we're absolutely happy to have anybody else come along for the ride. We'll try to keep reading all the chats. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Yeah, buddy. Nice. I like that. I
Well, a
like
wide
that a lot.
receiver, a wide receiver is somebody that is able to catch the ball from the quarterback. He runs a route like he goes about. He's on the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage is where the football is, and then
Anthony, the
they run a
wide
route.
receiver is the guys that split out to the edge
Yeah,
and run real far.
yeah,
He's
yes,
a wide out. He's wide out on the side. Okay. So if the guy's on the line of scrimmage on the line, where all the great big giant guys are stacked up, that's an end. And on both sides of it, there's an end and an end. You got right and left ends. And then they're also receivers, but they're called tight ends
yeah,
instead. But they technically are receivers. They're just great big dudes that can block too. So, but when you say what is a wide receiver, it's not the guys bunched up right there on the line where the ball is. It's the guys that spread out a little bit or that run way down the field to
yeah.
go catch a pass. Because the great big guys aren't allowed to go so far past the line. If they do, they get called ineligible man downfield and stuff. Don't listen to these guys. You know, that Puka Nakua kid is a marvel to watch. Holy
He is a
crap, that guy.
treat. He is a
Dude,
treat
he
to
has
watch.
got some talent. He's got wheels on his like when his legs get moving, they move so fast it looks like there's wheels down there. You know what I mean? He's so fast and he just catches everything. Everything, man. That guy must have like Spider-Man's grip because they have anytime a ball get even is a finger away, he'll go wink and catch that thing. He's very impressive. And
Yep.
Cooper Cup is phenomenal. And I gotta say, I like the beard, right? He had a good beard going. Puka is a wide receiver.
Yes.
Puka Nakua.
Puka
It's a
Nakua
cool
played for
name
the
too.
BYU. He played for BYU, the Brigham
Yeah,
Young
he did,
University
huh?
of Utah. So,
Mm-hmm.
but to answer your question there, Salted Fishing, about the Bills guy, what do you think about the Rams beat one of the only good teams, which was us by 2, by the Buffalo Bills? Well, I mean, the Rams just they put their end game on against Buffalo, man. No,
The
you're not
Rams are
asking too
no
much. It's
joke. I
okay.
mean,
Yeah.
maybe their schedule or maybe their wins and loss ratio wasn't as big as all the other ones. What they have 10
Yeah.
and 7. So they were the dark horse, bro. They were totally the underdog coming into it and they pushed on the gas. They really they stomped on it and they got that hot rod moving for sure. They're looking good. I wonder if it'll
It's,
carry over to this time because looked like looked like there was probably a lot of nerves on the other side of the ball.
mhm.
And I don't know if this next opponent is going to get nervous. The Eagles just don't get nervous, you know. They're very seasoned when it comes to guys that are used to making Super Bowl runs, you know. They were just there a couple years ago. Football seems fun. Yeah, you should watch it. It's kind of if you think about it like a chess match and how the players on a chessboard move, it's kind of even funner. More fun, more fun would be the way to say that. So I totally hi Min Sung.
It's good to
Maybe
see
we'll
you,
see you
man.
again,
Nice to meet you.
kiddo. Like and subscribe, and we will see you again. Cool, man.
Right
That
on.
was fun. That was fun.
Yes, it was.
Lord and Savior Puka.
Yeah, the Buffalo
Go
Bills, right? Go
Bills.
Bills. That's what I'm
We
saying.
got Odd in the house. So,
Yes.
oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump. But yeah, go Bills, man. So I root for Anthony's team, and he roots for my team if we're not playing each other. And
Yeah.
you know how the Bills and the Chiefs are. If we get to play in each other, that's the best games ever. When we get kind of heated.
Would love to see
But
the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills at the AFC Championship. That would be
that's
the game. That
always
would be
going
the
to be a
ideal
good
matchup right
championship.
here.
Yeah. You think you can get it? Think you can get to it though?
I
Because the
mean,
Chiefs are
Baltimore. What?
gonna beat the
Yeah.
crap out of the Texans, dude. The Texans have
Yeah.
nothing on Casey. We
The
just played them a
Baltimore.
few weeks
Yeah.
ago and knocked the crud out of them.
Yeah, the Baltimore Ravens, they got a good team. They have a good defense. They're playing at the right. They're playing right at the right time. The offense, they have Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. I mean, they have a lot of other complementary players as well on offense. I mean, they have. Oh my heavens! They have like Zay Flowers and I'm just trying to think of all the guys.
Salted Fishing says if either of you guys got to the Super Bowl, be honest, like which one of the NFC teams would you like to play? All of them, bro. Any one of them. Whoever's the best.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
anyone.
As as a Chiefs fan, I get kind of dude, we just have been winning for so long. When I was a kid, we just didn't win a lot at all. We were pretty mediocre. And to see all of this, I want to see them beat the best. I want everybody that's the best to have to play my guys so that I can say, yeah, but we had to beat all of them because we've already beat the Ravens. We beat them last year in the AFC Championship. We beat them this year already too, and so that's almost boring if you just know you're going to beat them. The Bills actually give us a lot of trouble, and so I want to play the Bills. They're the ones that beat us this year. That was the only legitimate loss we had this year. Otherwise, we gave the Broncos a free game. So the
Yeah.
Chiefs were, 15-2. That's a lot of wins with only two losses. That's crazy. So I definitely want to go through the Bills, and then I want whoever's the best. And right now, the Rams are in the fight to prove that they're the best. So I'll take some Rams if the Commanders could get there. I think that'd be really neat to see because there's another underdog. But I don't know if I want the underdogs. I want the Lions just so that we could go make them humble. I mean, it's kind of neat to see the Lions finally get this far. Finally, it's took them a lot of years, but so I wouldn't mind seeing that because I think the Chiefs can beat anybody in the postseason. I don't care who it is. I watch it every year. Andy Reid saves all the good stuff for the playoffs. And Anthony's seen it with me too. 4 key players. You
Yeah,
got
we had
Amari
yeah.
and Milano's out. Bernard's out, and Johnson.
That was when the Bills played in week 4 against the
Oh,
Baltimore Ravens. We didn't
that's
have
right.
we didn't have Amari Cooper didn't come into Buffalo until week 7. Milano was hurt. Bernard was hurt. Taron Johnson was hurt. Taylor Rapp got hurt in the second quarter. Shakir he twisted his ankle, and he wasn't 100%. Von Miller was a non-factor in that game. He played a very minimal role in that football game, so he had hardly any snaps in that game.
Yeah.
So,
But you guys
but
wear Von Miller out too fast, man. He's old. You can't play a guy that's like putting me in and saying I want you to play all 4 snaps all game long. That's gonna ruin me. I'm too old. Von Miller's getting up there. He's a perfect guy for third down and fourth down. I
I
mean, because
think
he can run in there
yeah.
and just smash people on 2 plays. But if you play him the whole game, you're gonna wear him out. He's gonna get injured. He's just too old.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills with Von Miller, I've noticed that when they play him more so, they play him more when he's in the opponent's 50-yard line than he is outside of the 50-yard line for some reason. So at the beginning of the games, he's hardly in until like the third down, and what's critical, and then when they're in the goal line and in the red zone area is when they do play him a little bit more. I've noticed in this last
Well,
game.
yeah, they started doing that after you guys about got him killed.
Mhm.
He got all injured that because of all of the downs before. That was last year when he got all hurt, right? And
Yeah.
then you guys finally figured out, oh, geez, we can't just destroy this guy every play, right?
hmm Yeah, Matthew versus
We have a
Josh
bad
rematch
record
in the Super
because we
Bowl would
came
be fun.
in. Hang on, buddy. We
Okay.
got Salt and Fishing says we have a bad record because we came in banged up. That's why we came in 1-4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got what was the Rams record? 10-7. Is that correct, Anthony? Before the
Yeah.
playoffs?
Yeah, they were 10 and
I
7.
mean,
They won their
so
division.
yeah. Hey, they got a foot in the door. And with injuries, and you still got 10 wins out of it to make a playoff, that's pretty fat. That's pretty fat. I like that. That's a bunch of guys that got together and poured on the coals with each other, man, for each other. That's pretty cool, really. You know,
Yes.
Stafford's always been a leader like that too. Stafford's really good. I like Matthew Stafford. Couldn't
Yes.
believe that that the Lions did him, like traded him and stuff at all. I thought he was gonna be there forever. How many more hits can Mahomes take with the O line? So the offensive line has been fixed. And they were waiting for the playoffs to show this because you have no film at all on what's coming. And let's just say I got a buddy that told me that, what'd you do? He blacked us out.
Oh,
There he is.
sorry. I apologize.
I got a buddy that told me a little bit about this. And all I can say is there's going to be no problem with the line. Mahomes'
hmm
blind side is taken care of, and they did it in a way that no one would see what's coming at all. It was pretty clever the way it was described to me, but you'll see it against the Texans, and after you see the Chiefs mollywop the Texans, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, they are saving everything for the playoffs. I hate Andy Reid. How could you hate an old dude like that? He ain't done nothing wrong except try to be a winning coach. And he literally has coached with most of the coaches in the entire NFL. I mean, he's got a coaching tree that is just unbelievable, man. Almost beat the Lions, huh? Took them to overtime. Good players. Uh, Yeah, I agree with that 100%. If you made it to the show, you're one of the greatest athletes on the planet.
Yes,
If you
you
made
are.
it to the NFL, you are absolutely good. I don't care if you are on the practice squad, you're a stud, right? Heck yeah. And I mean, I see people talk smack on backup quarterbacks, and I'm like, dude, he's a backup quarterback in the NFL. You understand that, right? That means the guy has massive amounts of talent. Maybe he just doesn't have the right quarterback coach or coordinator. Maybe it's not really the right system meant for him, but he did make it to the show.
Yeah, it's not the athletes that's fault, it's their organizations and leadership. That is true. And typically
Oh,
their ownership as well.
I've seen a lot of ownership decisions just ruin a team. I mean, it just ruin a team.
Look at the Oakland
But,
Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys or the Vegas
dude,
Raiders.
Cleveland Browns have been through some rough times,
hmm
the Jets. I mean, sometimes owners need to trust the guys they hire because they're the ones that know. So if the owner is a billionaire, has he ever, had to manage a football team? No, he's owned it, and so he sees what's on the books, right? If I'm gonna have a diamond cut, I'm not gonna hire a bricklayer to cut the diamond. I'm gonna hire the best diamond cutter I could find, and then just trust him to do his job rather than put my input in there and mess up the cut, right? I mean, that's the way we should look at that. See Bill's draft ended with a passing. The Bills' drought ended with the passing of Ralph Wilson. Ooh, I hate to put that on there.
That's a
That's
sad
pretty
deal. Yeah,
heavy.
Ralph passed
That's pretty
away
heavy odd. That's
a
pretty
while
heavy
ago.
to
Yeah,
put it like that.
with the new
Bills
ownership and
fans are
everything
fun.
else, they've done amazing.
Anthony, tell Odd what my house rules for Bills fans are.
Just
Remember that?
don't break tables.
Yeah, you cannot smash tables at my house. You can have some beer, but don't be smashing tables, you Bills fans. Bunch of heathens over there. The Jets almost beat us. Yeah. Dude, the Jets are a talent filled team that can't get a damn win to save their life. It's bizarre to me because I really like Jets fans. They're cool. I've gone and hung out with Jets fans at games in New Jersey and stuff. But
Yeah,
we're
me
actually
and Jamie went last year to Jets Media.
yeah, we went to the Jets media game thing. Got to go down on the field and everything and meet and greet with the media boys and
Or
all the beer I
Achilles
could
on the way
drink.
down there.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's bizarre because the Jets actually have the talent. They should have probably been in the playoffs with everybody else, but they just could not get anything to work together. It was very weird to me seeing that happen that way. We bring our own tables, no worries, right? See, man, I told you, Anthony. Once they start seeing that we could, Bills and Chiefs fans can actually get along, it'll take off, bro. We've always we've always got along. Your team will beat my team, and I still high five you, bro. It's
Yes.
all love, man. It's all love.
I think the Buffalo
Bills might
Bills
have
do
the
have.
best.
I think they have one of the best. Now, I don't think. I don't know. I mean, obviously, we come together. We donate a lot of money to charities and all that stuff, and it's been awesome for the Mafia. The
I
Kansas City
like Bills
Chiefs fan.
fans.
You know,
I gotta tell
they're
you,
pretty good.
man, I've been to a lot of different games around the country, and I've had a lot of fun with a lot of different football fan bases. And you want to be treated like a king. Go to a Cardinals game. Everybody there just treats you great. You want to have a good time with people that are just gonna chill out, drink some beer, and watch some football. Go check out a Vikings game. Those Vikings fans are really, really nice. Green Bay Packers fans, fun. I mean, I could go around the whole league. There's a couple of places I will not go. Uh, Actually, I can go to Raiders games now, but I wouldn't go to Oakland. I don't really much care to go to LA just because of the traffic and the smog and everything like that. But Chargers fans are cool. Rams fans are cool. We have a good time every time. But I guess maybe I'm not trying to mean mug anybody or clown people or troll. I'm just there for football. So even if a guy on your team does something badass, I go, whoa, high five.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You never want
Uh,
to see injuries ever.
No, injuries hurt my heart, man. These kids they're kids to me. All these guys in the NFL literally are half my age. And I just it's sad when you see one of them go down because that could just be the end of his career and you think about all that potential he had and gosh, maybe he could have gone to a playoff and made a name for himself. Maybe he could have been a Hall of Famer had he not been injured. I just hate injuries. It's just Really bugs me. I guess it bugs me. That's what I'll say about that. Yeah. I don't
So there are
like it.
4 teams that you don't like: the Eagles, Seahawks, Packers, and sadly the Chiefs. But you mostly hate the Eagles because their fan
So
base
wait, now
are
tell me
too
what you
cocky.
hate about the Chiefs though, because I'm curious. What do you exactly hate about the Chiefs? And I want a fact too, not some Taylor Swift conspiracy, not some referee conspiracy, because I saw the refs making out with Josh Allen last weekend. And so a fact though, like literally, what have they ever done other than go from absolute dog shit mediocrity to all of the sudden they stepped up and started winning because Tom Brady decided to grace us all with his retirement, you know?
The Chiefs, their fans typically. Honestly, I think a
So
lot of it has to do with the new fans that are in, like the
exactly what I was gonna
bandwagon.
get at.
Yeah.
The new fans are really kind of little shits, man. um, if you go and talk to the older Chiefs fans, we've been through hell. Like that was a lot of sad Sundays before this all this magic started happening about 7 years ago. I mean, even 10 years ago when we had Alex Smith as our straight starting quarterback, he was only good enough to make playoffs to lose. And we were literally no threat to anyone. And then they figured it out. They figured out how to not get penalized in the end of the game. They just stopped. They stopped doing what they were doing. You got to beat the refs and the other team. They figured it out. And honestly, the Chiefs haven't had to cheat to do it. Anthony's been right by my side for all these games, man. There's no cheating involved. It's fun to joke about it, but there's
Mhm.
no real facts that you can say. There's no deflate gate on us, you know. There might be a weird call once in a while, but that's rare. It really is rare. And if you want to say the refs help us, we are the most penalized team in the last 5 years. So, I mean, I mean, honestly, if you go to Kansas City to a game, somebody's going to feed you some barbecue and hand you a beer. We welcome everybody, brother. Everybody.
Yeah,
Friendly fan base. You know.
Salted Fitch says, "I don't hate their fan base. Y'all are cool. The players, I don't know that they're either too good or their players are too rich. All at this point. Also, always
Well, we
winning
got rid
after
of all the
20
rich
years.
ones.
Yeah, and after 20 years of Tom Brady, and then like, come on now, spread the wealth and joy here."
I mean, right? Everybody wants everybody wants a piece of it because old Brady's not kicking the shit out of everybody anymore.
Yeah.
I understand that sentiment 100% because that used to drive it would just rub me the wrong way. And the what can you say other than, man, that genius took less money so he could have a better team every year. That's a genius move by Tom Brady. And he
Well,
wasn't
I'll
even
say.
he wasn't even that accurate and that
Mhm,
great of being a quarterback. He was a smart guy and he could throw fairly good, but he really wasn't
mhm.
anything like a Fran Tarkenton or anything like that.
Well, I'll say something about what you said here about how you hate how Mahomes complains about the fouls. Josh Allen, not I love Josh Allen. I love the Buffalo Bills, but Allen does go down and he does flop a lot too. Allen does
I saw
flop
Matthew
just as much.
Stafford bitching to the refs. Didn't you
Yeah.
see that
I
with
think
me,
all
Anthony?
yeah, I
He
think
started
all
right
the
to
good
that ref
quarterbacks.
and started just
Yes.
complaining
I
too.
think a
So
lot I think a lot of the great quarterbacks in this league, they do somehow complain to the refs a lot. It's not just one. It's a good handful of them.
I
But
mean,
at the
I
same
would.
time,
I mean, I wouldn't go all Pete Carroll on the refs or anything, but I would
yes,
complain
I
to the
agree.
refs. I mean, like
Allen
if I
does
if I'm
flop.
getting yeah, if I'm getting my ass thrown to the
Mhm.
ground every time I've already thrown the ball all game long, I'm gonna go over to the ref and be like, "Holy shit, dude, really? You know, like, are you trying to get me killed? This is a career for me too, bud. You know,
It's
17
cool.
flops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh is we joke about that a lot too. Josh is a flopping fish for sure, man.
He's like
And
I hate to say it, he's like the LeBron James of
dude,
football in
I
some
think
aspects.
I think Josh has been watching that FIFA. He's been watching those soccer players, how they just flop it, grabbing their legs, just screaming bloody murder. And then when the card comes up, they just jump up and trot back to their team. What the fuck is going on in soccer?
Right? But if you watch it in real life, as it goes fast and those referees, they see somebody go down, as soon as that happens, it's like, "Oh, well, gotta call the flag." The NFL needs to let.
Hold on, Anthony.
Mhm.
The NFL has done an investigation into the NFL and found no wrongdoing by the NFL.
Ah!
Yeah, Sammy Darnold. Oh my gosh. He
Oh,
was
poor
seeing ghosts
Sam.
again. He was seeing ghosts again. He was
Oh,
scared out of
man.
his wits, dude. Like that was his first playoff game he's ever started, like he's ever
Yes.
been to, really. And he looked like he was just terrified out there,
There's
dude. He
there are
was
so many memes
terrified.
with Sam Darnold, how it went from Sam Darnold to Dak Prescott or him in a Jets uniform. And I'm like, "Oh, heck no."
I had high hopes for Sam. He made it look good all year. It's
Oh,
just
yeah, he
boy
did.
when he nerved out, I swear I was just like, dude, he's pooping his pants right now. He is literally so scared. He's crapping in his drawers,
I
man.
was expecting something better from Minnesota, I really was. And just watching that
But
game, it was a heartbreaker.
he was throwing them. He was throwing the passes 3 yards behind his receivers, so the
Yes, he
receiver had
was.
to reach back here to catch it, or 3 yards in front of him, so they had to dive for it, or
Or he
way the
wouldn't
heck up
scramble.
there, so they had to jump
Mhm.
way up and then just
Yeah.
expose their midsection for one of those hits.
Yeah. Or he couldn't scramble either when he was wide open. He could have ran for 5
He
to 10 yards.
he had so many opportunities to just split straight up the middle out of that
Yes,
pocket
he
because
did.
everybody was spread out. There was nobody around the middle. Yeah, he totally could have, man.
And then
He could have got
and then
away a
the
few
whole
times.
offensive line just collapsed, and they just, getting
Salted
sacked.
fishing just subbed. Woo woo, cool,
Right on,
man.
man.
I hope that you keep coming and hanging out with us, bro. We try to just keep being silly like this. We like to do the Thursday for a good hour. If it goes longer and everybody's having a lot of fun, we'll hang out still. And then yeah, on football games. So during the Chiefs game, we'll be doing this thing too, and be trying to like keep it light and fun. But I plan on watching the Chiefs just beat the living hell out of the Texans. Poor Texans. But CJ Stroud has had a rough season this year, bro. It's like a sophomore slump, huh?
So Sam almost had a $100 million contract if he could have retired for life. He is still probably rich enough to retire. But man, if he would have balled out and the Vikings would have
Sam
balled
Darnold
out,
only cost $10 million this year.
yes.
So the Minnesota Vikings had a backup quarterback that took them all the way to the playoffs for 10 million bucks. That's just about the best deal you could want. So what you need to play Sam Darnold until the playoffs and then sit his nervous ass down
And put in that
and
rookie,
get
JJ
yourself a
McCarthy
playoff
now.
quarterback. What's that, Anthony?
Put in JJ McCarthy
Yeah,
next year.
dude. I'd like to see JJ come in and show us what he has the potential to do because honestly, I thought he was going to be really good and I wanted to see it. I really was hoping
Yeah.
to be able to watch him take off the way Jaden Daniels did over there at the Commanders. I mean,
And
that kid's balling out, bro. He's doing fantastic over there. The Texans beat the Chargers because the Chargers usually charger about this time of year. And somewhere late in the fourth quarter, they'll charger every game during the regular season.
Well,
And
with
I
that
don't
new
think
head
you
coach,
can.
with that new,
So
yeah.
Harbaugh's going to be taking them to the playoffs again. That's a Harbaugh. That's a Harbaugh. Those are great coaches, man. I mean, both them guys. Their dad was a great coach. Shit.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh is gonna rectify that though. They'll probably get to the AFC Championship one of these years.
I mean, honestly, so what you guys, since you guys are still upset with the Chiefs and stuff for stepping in where the Patriots stepped out, um, what you guys should probably do is hope the Chiefs three-peat, because if we do, everybody's gonna scab our coaches. And Andy Reid's going to retire, and Travis Kelsey will retire because they're already Hall of Fame if they three-peat, right? And Chris Jones would probably go somewhere else to get paid a lot of money, and we're just going to lose all of the guys, and we're going to be stuck with like backups, and then we'll drift back into mediocrity. See, I
No,
really think that's what would happen if we three-peat. But if we don't
no.
three-peat, y'all are fucked because we're going for 10 rings. So I want you to understand that. If we can't take down Brady this way, then we're going for the most rings. And that's going to suck for everybody in the NFL. And you're just going to have to hate the Chiefs for the next decade. I prefer the three-peat, then I don't have to worry about it so much anymore.
Well, we'll see what happens. Right, this weekend's gonna be an interesting weekend. I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are gonna just mollywomp Houston. They're gonna just mop the floor with their cleats. It's just gonna be unbelievable.
Still there? I'm back.
Yes.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. You're good. And then
Yeah.
I like to see Washington. Can Washington beat? I mean, that Washington Rams game. That's going to be a good game. No, wait. Who Washington plays? Who again? I forget.
The Commanders?
Yeah, the Commanders.
You know who they play. Come on, Anthony. Come
Oh,
on, guess it.
that's
Guess
right.
it.
The Detroit Lions.
Guess it.
It's Detroit. Yeah, that's right. It's been a while. Yeah,
like like the
I forget
scariest
about.
team in the
See,
whole thing,
yeah.
dude.
Well, the thing about Detroit had the first seed and they had the bye and all this weekend. But yeah, the Rams play the Eagles and the Commanders play Detroit. That Washington and Detroit game is going to be a good game. I really do like Dan Campbell and what he's done with that Detroit Lion team. I like how the fact that defense, how even though they've had so many injuries and they've been depleted throughout the whole season, and how many people are on the IR list because for injuries, that they still fight. They still have Dan Campbell's grind. That's the one thing I love about the Detroit Lions is that regardless of what happens, the next man up mentality. And that's what the Buffalo Bills did for the last 2 seasons until this offseason with
Yeah.
the defense and the injuries. So Dan Campbell has done amazing for those Detroit Lions. And
He's
I
a
would
heck
love
of a
to see
coach,
them.
dude. He's a heck
Yeah.
of a coach, man. I
Yeah.
like what Salted Fishing said.
Hmm.
He said, I'm honestly thinking the Rams can beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
Stafford Cup, McVay, Super Bowl. They all have Super Bowl experience. So if we
Yeah.
actually try, we could beat them. I agree with that 100%.
Hmm.
But I'm also the kind of guy that will advocate any given Sunday, any team can beat any team. I mean,
Yes.
honestly, the Jaguars could probably take down the Chiefs any given Sunday. They just
Yeah.
maybe the Chiefs have been getting lucky or something, but it happens. Hell, the Raiders have been known to 40-point us recently. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just and they suck. That's like one of the bottom basement dwellers and they'll still beat us. Or
I
how
like odds. I
no
like
matter
odds
how
comment
good.
here.
What do you say? What do you say?
All the teams, and it can go all the way except for the Texans.
Mm-hmm. I totally concur, Doctor. I concur, Doctor, because the Texans are going to run into a great big red wall, and it's not going to be nice on them. The Chiefs can have a top 3 defense, and that's what old Andy Reid's been just kind of letting happen all year. Just go ahead, defense, go get your practice. The defense don't have to be tricky. They just got to go smack people around. The offense has to be tricky. So Andy holds back all the good offensive plays till the playoffs. He's gonna crack the book open. Once he opens that, it's like watching that guy on Waterboy with all that has the notebook full of trick plays, man. It is fun as crap, and you're gonna see stuff that you haven't seen from him all year. They've been practicing plays that are similar, but the switch up is the beauty. That's the beauty.
Yeah, can you imagine the Texans' path? They have to beat the Chiefs first, and then if they do that, if they were able to do that by some miracle, then they would have to
Either
play
the
the Bills
Ravens.
or the Ravens. It's not. Yeah, I agree with you. There's no freaking
Wow.
way.
I mean, at least if they cut their loss at the Chiefs, they can say, "Yeah, we got taken down by the 2-time defending Super Bowl champions who went on to the AFC Championship after us."
Mhm.
You know, but I don't subscribe to the theory that a good loss is good for the team. So they're going to be
Loss is a
trying, man.
loss.
They're going to be trying. They're going to be wanting to throw some down so that they can keep their jobs and stuff. Having to beat the Chiefs is a hard one, though. Dude, yes. Um, when do the Eagles and the Rams play? Is that the late game on Saturday, or is it a Sunday game?
I would like to believe it is a Sunday game.
Well,
Let
then
me,
let's watch the game with Salted Fishing, man. I'll pop on here for that game. Heck, I'll stream every game. It's playoffs, bro.
Okay, so yeah, the Rams and Eagles game is at 1 o'clock Eastern time.
On
Um,
Sunday?
no, actually, well, it's
Okay.
1 o'clock in general. I don't. I think it's 1 o'clock Mountain Time.
1 o'clock
That's what it is.
Mountain, so yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to verify that. Yeah, it is. It's 1 o'clock Mountain. So it's 3 o'clock Eastern time is when that Rams and Eagles game, and then after that it's
Okay.
the Bills game. After that, I don't know what's going to happen. I will let you know what games I'm available for this weekend.
I'll
'Cause
just
I'm
hang out with
yeah
Salted Fishing, man. I don't need
yeah.
you, Anthony.
You could definitely do that.
9 a.m. game
Oh
here's
wow.
here, bro. Holy cats, 9 a.m. Are you in Australia? Feels about right. You Aussie?
Well, maybe Hawaii,
Hawaii,
or
possibly.
yeah. Oh, 1 p.m. game. Never mind. So, where are you from, Salted Fishing?
I'm curious now too, because 9 a.m. That's like when he's out in Cali. Yeah.
Oh, Cali, Cali, Cali.
So
So
it's
it's gonna be
what
12. It'll be twelve
it's like
o'clock your time
noon,
then.
right? It's
Yeah,
like
it'll be a
noon
noon
for him,
game.
right?
It'll be a noon game.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
cool.
So dude, I like going to California. I've had
Yeah,
some pretty nice
prayers to
trips
everybody
out
in
there,
LA,
dude.
man, and all the fires that's going down in California.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you guys down there in Cali, man. Prayers up, seriously.
For
Because
reals, man.
it has to suck seeing a friend's house get burnt down or a family member get burnt down.
Yeah. I found a piece of silver in a certain place by Monterey, and I was in the ocean. I was in the water. There was one guy that kept going out there and diving and snorkeling and stuff. And then
Hmm.
he'd come out, and I had found the piece, and I walked over to the guy. I asked him. I was like, "Hey, man, uh, what are you doing out there? You treasure hunting? Because I found this." And he just looked at me funny, like, "Uh-oh," he didn't want to talk about it. I'm like, he's got something out there. So I did a little research, and apparently there was a treasure galleon that went down in somewhere Monterey Bay area, and I guess as it came apart, like shit just kind of gets dispersed around by the ocean. And so I went and had it checked, and it was a real piece of silver, man. Fire's about 2 hours north. Man, like straight up, be careful because that shit can jump so fast. And if the wind just all it takes is a wind to change or blow the right direction,
Yeah.
and it could just cause cause mass mayhem everywhere across that whole area. And I realize 2 hours is quite a ways away, but I'm I'm hacking because of the smoke in the air all the way here in the mountains. You know, I don't know if it's all the way back at Dad's house back in Kansas, but here in Utah where I live, it's hazy as crap because of the fires, man.
Yeah, we have
And
mountains surrounding us, and then mountains that get trapped in the mountains, and we don't have nothing to
yeah, the
blow
wind
all
won't
that
blow it out
smoke
of
out.
here.
Hmm. Pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
that's pretty heavy. I just hope that people can get the hell out of there and not worry about their stuff. Stuff is interchangeable. You can always get new stuff. Save your lives, you know? I mean, if it starts getting to a point or if you're ever in a situation like that, get the hell out. I mean, head east and you're going to meet people all across this country that are just happy to meet you and welcoming. You know,
Hmm.
you don't have to stay there. Just kind of sucks to lose everything though in the fires and stuff. All right, salted fishing, bro. I will definitely see you Sunday. Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes me happy. If you're subscribed and stuff, I will actually create a thing so that we can see it. That it'll be live on that day. I'll put a post up, and then so you'll be able to just click on that. I think. Night
All
on.
right, God, good night to you
Cool.
too, man. Go
Cool.
Bills,
Nice to
man.
meet you, fellas,
Hopefully,
for sure,
hopefully the
man.
Bills can beat the Ravens this weekend. That's the hope here.
The Bills are pretty good, and your defense started coming into its
Yes.
own finally. I
I
mean,
told you, I told you, I told you. Wait till the playoffs and see what happens.
yeah, yeah. The Bills defense is fixed. I won't say 100% fixed, but they sure looked a lot better last week.
They have, but they're
I
played
like
against the
that.
Denver Broncos though. Come on now. I mean, I know they got Bo Nix. I know the coach is Sean Payton, but the
Bo
Buffalo
Nix
Bills.
shows some flashes of
Mhm,
greatness,
mhm.
buddy.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't downplay that. I mean, at any time, a team from the AFC West can beat your ass.
mhm,
So
yeah.
don't ever downplay it,
Oh,
man.
look what happens to the Chief every year when the Bills play the Chiefs in the playoffs. Maybe this year will be different. Maybe we'll
Nope,
see.
won't be different, man. It'll always be the same, bro.
Well,
That was cool getting bum rushed by a bunch of peoples there.
that was awesome. We had like 20, we
Yeah,
had like 20,
man.
30 people at one time.
That was pretty fun. Good
Yeah,
conversations too. Old Salted Fishing's a good one, man. Odd
yeah.
was cool as shit, bro. I liked Odd. I just think it's funny when somebody goes, "I hate the Chiefs," and I'm like, "Why? Tell me why." But give me something real because I don't want to hear
Because they're
all
always
these
winning,
same.
that's why. No.
Yeah, that's real. So if somebody just said that, and then he did. He was just like, "Guys, share the wealth," you know. That
Well,
I
it's true in
feel,
some aspects. Like I would love. I'm happy that the Chiefs are doing so good. At times, it'd be like, man, I just want one too, man. Come on now. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
whatever happens, whatever it may be this postseason, whether it be the Bills advancing or the Ravens advancing, the Chiefs advancing, and then you have, I even the Texans could advance. You never know. I mean, it's some miracle. But
I
I just
mean, you never know. The Texans
yeah.
might come out and just really put a clinic on.
Wouldn't that be crazy if the Buffalo? But check this out, because the two losses that the Bills had so the Bills had a bad. You sent me that text message about
Sorry.
the Bills' record against playoff teams. We were 2-5, and or whatever it was. So we lost to the Rams, we lost to the Houston Texans, and to the Baltimore Ravens. That's 3 right there, right? But we beat the Chiefs. Obviously, it's just regular
Wow.
season. We beat the Lions.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
you beat the teams that are probably going to be able to beat you in these playoffs and Super
yeah.
Bowl, but you lost to all the teams that you probably have a chance to beat in these
Yes.
playoffs.
So, say for instance, no, I'm not knocking into the Chiefs by any means. Say the Chiefs do lose to Houston, Buffalo does beat Baltimore. Then that's a team that they lost in the regular season to Baltimore. Then they get to play Houston. Just hear
Yeah.
me out here. And but that's a big if, right? I mean, if my Aunt Sally had testicles, obviously. But you know what I'm saying, though. Um, I mean, couldn't that be? Wouldn't that be crazy? Buffalo was able to beat the teams that they lost in the regular season
Yeah.
and beat them in the playoffs to be like, hey, what's this now? But I don't.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
know,
I,
but
I see it going a different way.
the
I see it
weirdest
going a
thing
different way.
though is the weirdest thing about that is that means the Texans would be able to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
That shit ain't happening.
that's not going to happen. Not in
I
Arrowhead
will
either.
fucking be shocked as shit if that happens, dude. The
Yeah,
Chiefs are 100% healthy. The only person that missed practice this week was Nicole Hardman. That's
yes,
the only person this week to miss practice, bro. Only one.
yeah, and the offense and all your starters haven't played in 24 days. In 24 days, they will not play
Technically
until then.
22 days of rest. Technically, I think it was
Yeah,
like 22 days of rest, right?
but they still
But
got
it's
practice. They still have practice.
yeah,
They still
they
have
haven't
practice.
been resting. And if you think my team
Yeah,
forgot how to fucking play football, you're nuts.
yeah,
that's just
right.
that's just like a great little vacation to make you want to come back to work and have some fun. You know? Heck yeah.
So I know this is off topic here, and I know you don't really care too much about it, but Richie likes it. I'm watching the basketball game as the 2 best teams in the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it's in the
Yeah.
3rd quarter with 10 minutes to go, and the the Thunder is leading 82-54, I believe, to against the Cavaliers, and it's in Oklahoma City at 82-54. 10 minutes to go. Donovan Mitchell just missed a free throw, and wow, unbelievable, crazy, unbelievable. But back to football.
Back to football, he says.
Yeah, but I used to love.
I
Yeah,
never
go
liked
ahead.
basketball, bro.
I loved watching the Utah Jazz, John Stockton and Karl Malone back in the '90s. Michael
Yeah, I
Jordan was
remember
there.
that. I went
Um,
to a game and
mhm.
saw Michael Jordan play just
I
because
have
it was
to.
Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah,
Michael
that's the only
Jordan, the
reason I
dream
went.
team. The USA dream team. My dad took me down there when they played Australia, and we beat the crap out of them. Yeah, that's when we won the gold. It was the best team that they could come up
Holy
with, and
cow, dude!
and then what the Jazz did. I'm still upset about it, but as the years have gone on, it is what it is now. But the Utah Jazz, they hired a GM and they traded everyone on the roster away like three or
Wow, the
four
worst
years
thing they
ago.
did was pick up that
Yeah.
Ostertag kid from Kansas. He was the
Oh
worst
man,
player on that team, dude.
did you hear what? Shaq swatted him. He
Yeah,
he
and then
punked
he
him.
punked out.
Yeah.
The worst thing he could do was go ooh and walk away, right? But if had he turned around and punched Shaq right in the stinking lips and said, "Don't you ever swat me like that again,"
Yeah.
I will fight you every time, big boy. I think Shaq would have punked out. I think he would have owned Shaquille O'Neal
Yeah.
from that point forward. But Ostertag was a big chicken and he was lazy, the laziest
Yeah.
one on that entire
Carmelone
Kansas team.
bitched about it all the time.
You guys literally could have taken anybody else
Yeah.
from that Kansas
Yeah.
team and done better for real.
Yeah.
Ostertag was not the guy, dude.
No.
I mean, so that my little sister went to school with him in Kansas.
Oh
Like she
really?
was, Yeah, she was at school there and he was like the worst one on the team. Everybody knew it. And then he got taken out to Utah to the Jazz, and she was like, "What are they doing?" I don't know. They missed that great big giant guy they used to have. What was his name?
Mhm.
Eaton? Mark Eaton?
Mark Eaton. I heard he
Yeah,
was like a mechanic at one point or something like that.
dude, that guy is enormous. I mean, he's
Mhm.
like 19 feet tall and 700 pounds, bro. He's freaking humongous. Goodness. Huh. Yeah.
Well,
Goodness,
the
dude.
the Buffalo Bills, go back to football. The Buffalo Bills, they just need to keep doing what they did from the Denver game, carry it over against Baltimore, stop the run, do better on the run defense part, contain Derrick Henry, let Lamar Jackson scramble on the outside. Just let him do it because I that's just you get him scrambling up the gut, he's just gonna just run on you. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he'll run either way you look at it. Maybe that's a bad, the thing to say, but get him out of the pocket and force him to make throws because you know what? When like Tom Brady when he was playing football, and that's what Spagnuolo did to beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in the Super Bowl was you force Tom Brady out of the pocket because Tom Brady was the pocket passer, and you make him throw on the run. He's inaccurate and he won't make half those throws. And
Mm.
that's what the Buffalo Bills need to do to Lamar Jackson. Don't give Lamar Jackson time to throw the ball. Make him just chuck it and then watch it just not
Well,
happen. You know?
so what the Chiefs did was we contained Henry, but
Hmm.
Lamar still ran for 100 yards on us. 100
Yeah.
yards. We still beat him. I mean, it was a close game, but he ran for
Yeah.
100 stinking yards. Like he was hero balling that thing, trying to get the
Yes.
W. Yeah. Well, hey Anthony, it's been an hour, man. I'm gonna see if we can't figure out how to end this stream here,
Right on,
and
brother.
then call this a day, bro.
All right.
So, are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm perfect with that, man. We could do that and we can we'll see how this weekend goes. I'm trying to work something out this weekend and I'll let you know what games I'm available and all that and we'll get that
Okay,
going.
bro.
I
All
would
right,
love
man.
to. I would love to watch the
I'll
Chiefs game with you, but I
yeah, let's
gotta.
do it.
I
Even if we got to do this,
Mhm. Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean?
gotta talk to. I gotta talk to the girlfriend and see what she's got going on because I haven't seen her since Christmas. So
Okay, man. Yeah, do that. That's been too long, man. But yeah, I'll get a
yeah,
hold of you this weekend, bro.
yeah, for sure. All right,
All right,
brother.
man. See ya.
Yeah, I'll see you around.